Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing the Celest Wyvern Pro. Wyvern Pro is an IM by Celest. Celest is the sister company to Kinera. Kinera and their companies are known for making beautiful IMs. Kinera also has another one company known as Q of A, which is known for making really beautiful IMs. This is also one of them. And this is the Pro version. As you can see, this has a boom mic. There is also a non-Pro version of the IM, which doesn't have a boom mic, which only has a normal inline mic. So the Pro version of this costs around $29 and the normal version costs around $25. So I would like to say big thanks to Kinera for sending me this review in it. But I just want to say they are not seeing this video before you're seeing it, nor do they have any review input on this IE. All the thoughts and opinions are about to hear are my own. Before I talk about the sound quality, I'll just quickly talk about the build quality, comfort, and the accessories you get. I would say these IM are very comfortable to wear. As you can see, these do have this ear concha design, so these are very comfortable to wear. I personally can wear them longer periods of time, like 3 hours, 4 hours without any issues while gaming. And these also have very good isolation because of that. And the shells might be too big for some, although the nozzle is not that big, but the shells might be too big for some. These, although they do have a vent over here, as you can see, they do have a vent, but still I did find there is some minor driver flex present in this. It has happened only once or twice. Cable is quite nice actually, very soft, very supple, very long, so good for use with your computer if you want to game. So this is the removable boom mic. As you can see, it is connected via MMCX over here. This is the removable boom mic. It also comes with a foam filter, and there are two types of tips present. One is this color kind of a Duno SNS candy tips, and one is this Celest white tips, which are called. There is also very good nice bookmark included with the box, which I really like. Celest does do that. Celest also did this with their Phoenix call. This bookmark, I really quite like that. They are quite easy to try with your smartphone, so you do not need any DAC or anything as sort of that for these. These you can try with your laptop, with your computer, with your smartphone without any issues, and these do sound good off of it. I personally love that Celest includes these bookmarks, and talking about the lore of the Wyvern. I know some people might find it tacky, but I quite like it. This is the Wyvern, and there is also a small booklet which provides the lore of the Wyvern and all those things. If you want, you can pause it and read it. This is the lore, like the history of the Wyvern as to why this is in the Chinese mythology. Some might find it useless, some might find it tacky, but I actually quite like it. These have a single 10mm LCP driver, which is the liquid crystal diaphragm dynamic driver for all the frequencies. So this is only a 1DD IM. Now let's talk about the meats and potatoes of these videos, which is the sound signature. I would say that the overall sound signature of the Celest Wyvern Pro is that it follows the Harman 2019 curve to the T. So if you like that Harman curve, you will like this IM. If you do not like the Harman curve, you won't be liking this IM, because there are many people who do not like that Harman curve. So there are two tips, as I said. One is the white Celest 221 tips, which boosts the treble and gives a bit of a more air on the treble region and expands the sound stage a bit. And there is also the colored Celest, if I'm not wrong, these are called the C07 tips, which increases the bass, but that also comes at a cost of compressing the sound stage a bit. So I have used these white tips for all my testing, because I did find these to be the best in my book. So I'm using these tips for testing, and all the opinions are about to hear in terms of sound are based on these tips. Let's start with the bass. I would say the bass here is quite good. There is nothing to say about it, but there is also nothing to say that the bass lacks. I would say the bass is quite adequate, and this is more of a sub bass, more of a mid bass. The sub bass is quite good. For example, when I'm listening to Waltz by Sunny, it has a good enough thump and good enough punch for this region, so that I can enjoy that. And it is also good for rap and hip hop and all those type of genres, which has quite a lot of sub bass going on for them. Talking about the mid bass, as I said, these prefer the sub bass over the mid bass, but I didn't find the mid bass to be quite that lacking, or that it does bleed into. So the mid bass is also quite good. And one more good thing about the entire bass thing is it doesn't feel blunt or bloated, because generally when I'm reviewing a budget IM, I do feel that the bass is a bit blunt, bloated. It does have a good kick, it does have a good dynamic in the bass region, which is something I look for in the bass when I want to enjoy my bass. Talking about the mids, I would say the mids are a bit recessed over here, but that is what goes with the Harman tuning. The vocals are quite forward. The female vocals sound surprisingly good over here. For example, the test tracks which I use are Sakura and Hanawa Sakura from Ikimonogatari, and also Hano Yamazaki's Anu Yumini. These do sound absolutely awesome in their female vocal tracks. I know then these are only $29, but these really do sound good at that. The male vocals is where it lacks at. For example, when I'm listening to Chris Cornell or Bill Withers, that time the male vocals aren't really that, doesn't give me that vibe of Chris Cornell's voice or the Bill Withers voice. It is just there over there. It is just like a kind of setting, but then again it is kind of expected at this price point. I would say this is also nitpicking at this price point, and also kind of goes with the Harman tuning in my opinion. Talking about the treble, I would say the treble is quite average with the white tips. This is with the white tips which has a bit of a boosted treble. If you go with these tips, I would say the treble is quite dark in my opinion. So depending on what you want, I would say just a tip roll between these and see what you want, and then you can get an idea. For that average treble does play good. That average treble does have an advantage, and I'll talk about that in the gaming section. Now let's talk about the technicalities. These are very average on technicalities for the price. There is nothing great about it. Coming to the soundstage, I think so soundstage, this is where it excels at, because while playing game, while playing any kind of listening to movies or any live songs, the soundstage is excellent on this, because at this price point, I think so this is the best soundstage I have heard personally. So yeah, that really works out over here. And then again, talking about the imaging, I would say the imaging is also quite good. It works really well in movies and games. Microphone impression, I'll talk about the boom mic. So before I talk about that, I just want to say that many people had pointed me out in the Discord server of Giz Audio and Super Reviews, wherein I hang out, and they said that the mic, that is a boom mic and the inline mic, they are active both at the same time. So I was a bit skeptical about that, and I did test it out, and it is true that they are active together at the same time. So why that could be an issue is that since you're wearing this boom mic, there could be some reverb coming. That the voice is being picked up by the inline mic and also the boom mic. So that was an issue which I thought of happening. And also what happens is, if you're wearing this boom mic and this inline mic is touching your shirt, touching your collar, or your hands are touching over here while you're playing game, so it could cause quite a bit of issues. And I did test it out. I found no such issues. I did take a lot of video calls with these, and the other party had no issues in terms of audio experience. They said I actually sounded quite nice than regular use. Soundstage, as I said, is very good. It is very holographic. For gaming purposes, these are really good. So yeah, so you can understand where the car is coming from, where the gunshots are coming from, where the footsteps are coming from, like when I was trying some shooting games.
Wikipedia is a free content online encyclopedia written and maintained by a community of volunteers, collectively known as Wikipedians, through open collaboration and using a wiki-based editing system called MediaWiki.
Now, as I said about the darker treble, right? The darker treble is actually quite good over here because why? That comes at an advantage, because when there is a lot of PSC treble, what happens is when you're gaming, that PSC treble can, and when there is a lot of things happening in the background in the game, there are a lot of gunshots, footsteps, and everything. What happens is it causes, it becomes PSC or too shouty for your ears, but that doesn't happen over here. I do not feel overwhelmed with the treble when that happens. So that is one good advantage of it having a darker treble. Condition. Do I recommend this? I would say yes. If you want one IM wherein you can listen to music and also play games and also use for video calling and conference calling, I would say for $29 these are really good. I didn't expect much from them because when I was sent this for review, I was told that these are gaming IM and music IM. You will be surprised as to how good this sound. I was a bit skeptical, but yeah, I'm actually quite happy as to how these sound for my ears. I know some didn't like the sound of these because these are quite dark and the treble might be a bit dark, but I quite liked it because I think so this does a really good job with the gaming and the music aspect, and also that lower which it comes with, this Wyvern which comes with, it's a nice touch. I think so for a $29 this is a really good package. Only thing lacking would be a case, which I didn't find in these, but then again it's a nitpick. You can go to AliExpress or any of your local store and pick a small case for your everyday carry for like $1 to $2 or even $3. So that would add to this price, but I think so that would be really good for carrying it around. Also, even if you're not trying to buy a gaming IM, if you want an IM for daily use, let's say for video calling, I think so you can get this. This works really well. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you do like this video, please do like it. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It helps out a lot. Liking and subscribing is free, doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a lot. If you do have any questions about this IEM, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll try to help you out as much as possible. And yeah, please do like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day. Bye.